is time for me to let you know the top 10 racing events that are happening this weekend. Hey folks, and welcome back to Race Plaza Media. My name is Pia, and as per usual on Thursdays, we break down for you what you can watch and where you can watch it. I tried to give you a nice variety of things: 2 wheels, 4 wheels, on track, off track. So let's find out the 10 races that I am highlighting for you this weekend so you can plan your motorsport packed race weekend. First up, we have the IndyCar Series. Of course, the guys are back again this weekend. They will be racing at the Milwaukee Mile. Although we already have our 2025 champion crowned in Alex Palou, nonetheless, I recommend tuning into Fox so you can watch this race. Number 2, in case you're missing Formula One, I mean, if you're an F1 fan, I'm sure you are itching for the guys to return. They won't be back this weekend. However, we also have some junior Formula Leagues this weekend. So we have 2 different F4 championships. So we have the F4 Central European Zone. They will be racing at the Slovakia Ring. So you can tune into that on YouTube. And then we also have the F4 Japan Championship. They will be racing at Suzuka, which you'll also be able to watch on YouTube. Us here at Race Plaza Media, we love highlighting some of the junior leagues because one, they're easily accessible. They're on YouTube to watch. They're much shorter, so you're not committing to a 2-hour race. They're usually around 20 to 30 minutes long, so not too much of a time commitment. And I personally love watching the juniors because maybe one day we will see them in Formula One. Next up, for number 3, of course, we have NASCAR this weekend. It wouldn't be a race weekend, if we didn't have NASCAR. So we have the NASCAR Cup Series as well as the NASCAR Xfinity Series. They will be racing at the Daytona International Speedway. For the Xfinity Series, you'll be able to watch it on the CW. And for the NASCAR Cup Series, you'll be able to watch it on Peacock, NBC Sports, and also on HBO Max. So you definitely have those 2 races to tune into. If you want some more NASCAR International, there's also the NASCAR Canada Series that is happening this weekend, as well as the NASCAR Brazil Series. Up next, number 4, we have lots and lots of action here in the United States happening this year at the Virginia International Raceway. We have a full IMSA packed weekend there. So we have the IMSA Pilot Challenge. We have the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship. We have the IMSA VP Racing Sports Car Challenge. And on top of that, we also have 2 different single make championships competing there. We have the Mustang Challenge as well as the Mazda MX-5 Cup. Those 2 I highly recommend tuning in because those 2 are also for you to watch on YouTube, which we love free things on YouTube. And single make championships are just special. There's a lot of fun in those, especially personally, I love the Mazda MX-5 Cup because they're smaller cars. The elbows are out, so they're a lot of fun. And if you really want to watch any of the 3 IMSA races that I mentioned, you can tune in to those on either YouTube, Peacock, or IMSA TV. Next up, number 5 will take us to Europe, to Brands Hatch. We have 3 different types of races happening there this weekend. We have the British GT Championship, which is a 2-hour race. Then we also have the GB3 Championship as well as the GB4 Championship. And the great thing about those is all of them are for you for free to watch on YouTube. Next up, we're staying in Europe, but we're just moving a little bit closer to Central Europe, to Germany. At the Sachsenring this weekend, we have lots and lots of races. And the great thing about all those races, yet again, are for free for you to watch on YouTube. First of all, we have the DTMs, the Deutsche Tourenwagen Masters. We have the Porsche Carrera Cup Germany. We have the ADAC GT4 Germany Championship, as well as the Next Gen Cup. So we have 4 different types of races for you to choose from at the Sachsenring this weekend. And again, all of them are for free for you to watch on YouTube. And we love free racing. Next up, number 7. Before we move on to our 2-wheel racers, I want to point out some endurance racing that is happening this weekend. We have the European Le Mans Series. We'll be competing at Spa, and they will be racing for 4 hour. So a little bit of a shorter endurance race. Alongside them, we also have the Ligier European Series as well as the Le Mans Cup, all competing at Spa this weekend, and all yet again for you for free on YouTube. Now, moving on to number 8, the guys are back. The second race after the summer break, MotoGP. So we have MotoGP, Moto2, Moto3, and MotoE. They will all be racing at Balaton Park for the Hungarian Grand Prix. And I've been really enjoying the MotoGP season this year. Of course, I'm a Marc Marquez girly, but there's still a lot of action happening behind him on the grid, which has been very entertaining, partially heartbreaking, partially really fun. I mean, last weekend, Fermin Aldeguer had an insane race. His last 8 laps in the race catapulted him from 8th place to 2nd place. I mean, what an insane end for that race for him. So I'm very much looking forward to this weekend's race. And number 9, I do want to shout out AMA Pro Motocross. They're going into their national finals this weekend in Maryland. They will be competing. You'll be able to watch that on Peacock. Of course, we already know the 450 championship for Pro Motocross is Jet Lawrence. But this weekend, we will officially crown the 250 champion. It is really all up to Hayden Deegan whether or not he will take the title. I mean, a lot will have to go wrong for him to not take it. So we will see. And I'm also wanting to include a European motocross race. So the Motocross Grand Prix of the Netherlands is happening this weekend. That one you will have to pay a paid subscription through MXGP TV. But the good thing for AMA Pro Motocross here in the US, you'll be able to watch that on Peacock. And last but not least, number 10, I want to give a shout out to the World of Outlaws. They have 3 different races happening over the weekend, and all of those you'll be able to watch through Dirt Vision, which is a subscription service that they offer so you can watch their live races. So we have the World of Outlaws sprint cars racing this weekend as well as the late models. So you have a couple different options to tune in there as well. All right, folks, those were all 10 racing events that I recommend to you for this weekend. There's a nice variety, 2-wheel, 4-wheel, even some endurance racing for you. So lots and lots of different options. I'm very curious to hear what you will be tuning into this weekend. I know I'll be watching MotoGP, the sprint, as well as the full Grand Prix. I will most likely also be tuning into AMA Pro Motocross just because I'm back on it. I'm so fired up about it. It's just so much fun. So I'm definitely going to watch that. And then the third thing that we'll probably be watching, or I know my brother will for sure will be watching this weekend, is the 4-hour race at Spa as part of the ELMS, so the European Le Mans Series. All right, so I will leave you with that, folks. Remember to tune in next week for our race weekend recap so we can tell you all about the races that we watched over the weekend, as well as any news that we might have to share with you. So tune in for those either on YouTube or on Spotify if you just want to listen in. We will be there hanging out. Have a great weekend. See you next week.